Undoubtedly, the atmospheric pressure waves from the three gigantic eruptions of Krakatoa on August 26 and 27, 1883, which preceded the fourth paroxysmal explosion, gave rise to tsunami-like waves. The first of these three preceding violent explosions occurred at 17:07 Greenwich time, GMT, on August 26, 1883. The second and third violent eruptions occurred at 5:30 GMT and at 6:44 GMT on August 27, 1883. Being of atmospheric origin and small in size, none of these earlier tsunami-like waves were noticed or reported. At the time, the only operating tide gauge in Batavia, Jakarta, was too far away to record these smaller sea level oscillations. It was the fourth paroxysmal explosion of Krakatoa at 10:02 GMT that gave rise to the gigantic destructive tsunami waves in the Sunda Strait. This paroxysmal explosion blew away the northern two-thirds of the island, and it was almost instantaneously followed by the collapse of the unsupported volcanic chambers which formed the huge underwater caldera. It was the combined effects of the explosion and collapse of the volcano that generated the catastrophic tsunami waves that caused havoc and destruction in the Sunda Strait. The Sunda Strait between the islands of Sumatra and Java. The huge tsunami waves destroyed all the coastal towns and villages on the Sunda Strait, within an hour or two after the explosion and collapse of the volcano. The waves were so powerful that coral blocks weighing as much as 600 tons were thrown ashore. A warship in the area was carried 3 kilometers inland by the waves and was deposited at a 10-meter elevation above sea level. The huge tsunami was well documented in terms of visual observations of heights reached along the coasts of Java and Sumatra, as well from a recording at a tide gauge at Batavia, now Jakarta. Many of the names of the towns and villages of this region given here were taken from older accounts. These names have changed since the departure of the Dutch from Indonesia. For example, Batavia has been replaced by Jakarta. The following is a short description of tsunami heights and travel times at the islands of Java and Sumatra in Indonesia. Map showing the